Welcome to our AFCON Daily Show. My name is Mitlai, and this is the first, AFCON Daily Show. So we're just going to review what happened, yesterday. Talk about what's going to actually what happened today. So, and let's just look at what happened yesterday. So Morocco actually triumphed over Comoros in the opening game. A lot of people actually would expect Morocco to win, but it wasn't smooth selling. It wasn't smooth selling. Brahim Diaz actually opened the scoring before Yusuf Ekabi actually scored a spectacular second goal. First half ended 0-0. Raimi actually got the chance to put Morocco ahead in the first half, but actually missed the penalty. And second half the coach changed a few things around, and they actually they broke the deadlock around 56 minutes by Brahim Diaz of Real Madrid. So let's just think about what I actually observe. I normally say this thing, and this might stop Morocco from winning the trophy, is that when they play against a team that is not attacking them, that is where the problem actually lies. So they need to play against a team that is not really sitting back. When they play a team that they have to break them down, it's always very difficult. I remember them playing against Lesotho. The game ended 1-0. They just sat back throughout the game. So they need to play against a team who probably actually would open up so they can explore what's called the spaces behind that backline. There was no really movement in the box in the first half of Morocco. So, but kudos to the coach. He changed things around in the second half. There was movement, and that was why Brahim Diaz could score that goal. There was nobody occupying the space between the defensive midfield and Mokomoro's defense line. I think it was meant to be Onai that was meant to be patrolling that area. But with due respect to him, I don't think he did the job very well in that first half. But second half, things actually really changed for Morocco. You can see this movement in the areas, and that actually led to the first goal. So they start getting the ball into the box from the midfield, and also Ekabi to score the spectacular second goal. That is actually what early contender for the tournament. So, it might be a very scrappy first half, but second half was good for Morocco. And you expect them to actually to continue from this. With this, I think Morocco already qualified for the second round, because I think a win should be enough to take the to the second round. I think maybe probably a draw in the second game, they're already in the second round. I know that they will try to win the second game and actually top the group so that it's going to be a lot easier for them in the second round. So shout out to Morocco. Host and win again. Majority of African teams that play, first game at home. I cannot remember when last I see host nation, actually losing, their first game. It's been a long time. I know that last time around, Ivory Coast beat Guinea-Bissau. Even before that, Cameroon beat Burkina Faso, and I think Egypt against Zimbabwe in 2019. So it's been like that. It's been like hosts playing your first game, you try and show us to win that first game. Not talk about this Morocco team that is heavily favorite. I expect the team to improve as they go on, because Achraf Hakimi will probably be back, maybe probably in 2 games. So talking about the ceremony before the hosting, I think it was top notch. I think Morocco are really preparing, and I like the sea of red among the fans. I like the way a lot of people actually came to witness that event. Actually I like that. It shows that Morocco is setting the stage, for a very big and memorable World Tournament. I think it's also going to be a very good audition for the 2030 World Cup that will take place in Morocco, Spain, and actually Portugal. So that's actually very, very good for Morocco. So the game that will take place today, we have Mali will play against Zambia, 2 p.m. Nigerian time, and South Africa too. South Africa will also play against Angola. Has a very, very, very tasty clash. South Africa will play against Angola, and that is going to be around 5 p.m. Nigerian time. So it's going to be around 5 p.m. Nigerian time. Why Egypt we play against Zimbabwe, the final game of the day. That's Mo Salah's Egypt to play against Zimbabwe, the final game of the day. And that should be around what? Around 8 p.m. Nigerian time. So it's going to be a very, very interesting, it's gonna be very. Sorry, not Nigerian. It's gonna be like 8 p.m. It's gonna be 8 p.m. UK time. That's the Egypt game. The African game is gonna be 6 p.m. Nigerian time. The Mali game is gonna be what 3 p.m. Nigerian time. So that's actually what how it is. So and let's just look at the first game first. The first game. We will be hearing that Zambia sacked their coach. Avan Grant, and they even changed their captain to the man on the screen there, Franchekala. So Zambia won the AFCON 2012. Since then, it's not been the same. Zambia has never played at the World Cup before, you know, and it's been very very tough few weeks for Zambian football. So I expect them to put everything behind them now and actually what come and show the world what they're capable of doing. Because if they want to progress, they need to get a result against Zambia, against Mali, and hope that they can beat Comoros. So for me, I think it's going to be very tough task for them. Tom Santife too. This is the first time I would think Tom Santife will be handling a very big team. He has coached Gambia before. He coached in Kenya. I think he coached in Kenya. He coached in Malawi. So this is not the time. It's not at the time to handle like big stand before. This is going to be the first time that Tom Santife will be handling a bigger team. So I expect him to show his stuff because he's a very good coach that he organizes his team very well. So I want to see maybe some coaches are good when they are the underdog. Some coaches are not good when they're the favorite. I remember Samanadai when he was coach of was he? No, but Redknapp was Samanadai? No, I think it was Samanadai that was the coach of was it Tottenham? I don't know. Like it was time for him to even Thomas Frank, Brentford, Tottenham manager. It was time for him to show that he can dominate team. Then the result is not coming. So, but when he's the underdog, he gets the results. You know, that's set him up. So I hope that Thomas Artiface too can be able to do that for Mali, set them up very well, see exactly how they can actually beat Zambia. They've got like pretty decent results since he took over. I think they only lost one game against Ghana in Accra. So I think Mali has been decent. Let's see exactly what happened in that game. It's gonna be 3 p.m. Nigerian time, 2 p.m. UK time. Also, there's gonna be another game again. Zambia. There's also gonna be Zambia and Zambia also play against South Africa play against Angola. Also another very tricky game. Two Costa Rica teams in the same region knows the same very well. South Africa played against Angola in the final of the Costa Rica Cup. Angola won the game 3-0, but these are different team entirely. So let's see exactly how this one actually what we pan out. But it's going to be what I'm going to tell you about this game is that it won't be defensive game. It's going to be attack against attack because Angola team loves to attack. South African team loves to attack. So let's enjoy the beautiful game of football. So it's going to be very, very interesting game. So there's been a lot of back and forth in South African camp about the coach not happy with Mbukasi's move to USA and also the comments he made about Mbukasi, which is not really going on well with so many people in South Africa. But I think they need now to put everything behind them because last edition they finished third. So anything less than that now might be like, is this progressing or what? In fact, I'm hearing from some people that secretly they think that Africa can go and win this trophy in Morocco or at least play in the final. So that is the weight of expectation on these young lads. So let's hope that they can start well. Last edition, they started badly, losing 2-0 to Mali, but they came back with a 4-0 victory over Namibia and they secured their qualification to the second round. So let's see exactly how things will change. The last game of the day will actually will be Mo Salah. Troubled. I would say troubled Mo Salah. Troubled Mo Salah. Will be national against Zimbabwe. They are not strangers to each other. Zimbabwe have been battling so many things too. Like Zambia, they sacked their coach, McNeese, not just before this AFCON tournament. The reason why they sacked McNeese is yet to be known because Zimbabwe he qualified Zimbabwe for this AFCON because he didn't do well in the World Cup qualifier, which I think they were last in the table before. Last in the table before he took over. So I don't know the rationale behind that, but they sacked their coach, they brought in a new manager to see exactly if the new manager can actually what do something for them in this AFCON. For me, Zimbabwe is not really serious. Their star of the AFCON qualifier and the World Cup qualifier, Mutnexi, is not actually what available. He was injured with Wolves, but I'm hearing reports that he'll be fit for this AFCON. But Zifa, that's Zimbabwe Federation, purposely left him out of this tournament so that because he was asking for players' rights and things like that. So, and also to Zamora, that played for Udinese in Italy, also got injured on the eve of naming the squad. So I watched that game because I was trying to watch Nigerian Magic Agoye and I saw him there and he got injured after like 10 minutes or so. He was nearly crying because he knew that this is AFCON. So, it's going to be a very interesting game. A well-prepared Egypt playing against, for me, I want to say prepared Zimbabwe. So it's going to be a very, for me, I expect Egypt to actually want to win. I don't, Zimbabwe coming with mostly young player, notably Taranda Shirenwa, of Wolverhampton Wanderers. But let's hope exactly and see exactly what Zimbabwe can actually what to do here. But in my own opinion, I think that Egypt will be favorites here. But if Zimbabwe could get anything here, it might probably be a draw. But I think Egypt will be overwhelming what favorites here. So I think Mali will beat Zimbabwe. I think Angola might probably beat South Africa. I don't want to jinx that, but I think Egypt will beat again. Will beat Zimbabwe. So just a quick, news too from the Super Eagles camp before I actually would end this show. So a quick news from the Super Eagles camp is that the training has been going on well, but the star of the training has been Ryan and Ebiosu. A lot of people they talked about him. Oh, we don't even know him. He played with Blackburn Rovers, former Arsenal player, but they said he has really actually what improved. It said not even improve. He's like the revelation of the camp. You cannot beat him 1v1. He's so strong in duels, attacks the ball well. So if things goes according to plan, I think he might be the one to replace Olaina in that team. And he has been, welcome to by the Ine boys in the team. I saw him, he sat down with Alex Iwobi, Semi Ajayi, and so on, that British born Nigerian players. So, he's been welcome in the team and he's been welcome in the team. That's actually was very good for him. I think Adebioshi will lead the next generation of British born Nigerian players to play for Nigeria. Now it's in the team now. So when Oton Konko arrives, I think Otokoko will have a friend in the team. When Femi Seriki arrives, they will have somebody friend. So because the current Ini boys now, they're trying to go away. You can see clearly that it will be 29, Ajayi 31 or so, Lukman 20, 29. So they're getting older. But these guys are just coming to replace them. So it might probably be the new face of the Ini boys in our national team. So that is actually what that. And just also, before I end, there's also like a piece of news too coming from CAF, is that piece of news coming from CAF is that the AFCON will be in every 4 years. So like, I don't know how to feel about this, but I just think that it's gonna be weird that the AFCON is in every 4 years. See, this AFCON, let me just say something about this AFCON. It's about, maybe I'm going to make a separate video about AFCON, my issue with AFCON every 4 years. I think it's better for him to be AFCON every 2 years, but I think I'm going to make a very good one video about that, just to talk about how I feel about AFCON every 4 years. I think why not every 2 years? Though it's not working, but it's our thing. This is what we use for unity. We bond together as a continent that has suffered for generations, for suffered so long. Like this is what we used to, come together as one. So, and for me, if it's 4 years, will it be the same again? Will it have more value? I'm going to like try and talk more about that. But guys, that's the end of AFCON Daily Show. And please, I'll be back again tomorrow for another set. Sometimes you might be doing it live or recorded session, like just today. So, guys, I will see you again. God bless you. God bless Nigeria. Thank you. I remain your host, Smith Lai. Thank you for watching. Thank you.